Everyone, this is going to be my first TFT guide video. This one is in 10.21 where we got a huge buff of Divine. So everyone's contesting bows, everyone's contesting tiers, everyone's contesting Warwicks and Divines. So if you want to know how to win your games, 100% top 4 every single time, and if you play it right, you're going to hit first place almost all your games, then this is the video for you. This is something I've been developing. I've entered quite a few ranks for this, and right now we're climbing because it's pretty much perfected, and you're going to see why, and why the theory works, and why you're dodging everyone that's contesting those units, and why you're going to reach them first, and that's why you can 2-star them even faster. There's been so many games that I'm sure you can relate where I'm always with a 1-star Warwick. If I can land a 2 stars, amazing. If I could even land a chosen Divine, it'd be incredible, because we all know if you don't go Divine, there's a high chance you're going to be kicked out early. So enjoy the video. So we'll start off with trying to reach a fortune start. If you can reach a strong start so you can win your game and then land that fortune, this is the most optimal play you can get. The quicker you can get this, the better, because what you want to do, you want to run it down, and I repeat that, run it down at least 6 times. You need to hit that loot, you need to hit it quick. You're going to be saving from losing streak, you're going to be always gaining so much, but you got to make sure you lose 6 times at least. For this one I'm aiming for 9. We'll see if I can do it. So one thing that bothered me was that if you go on a win streak, you can have like your best units, but if you don't have the right items, it's kind of useless. You're always going to lose to the person with lower health with the correct items. So with this strategy, at least you're going to always hit the carousel first, get what you need, and you also have a second chance with the items that come out of 6+. Now always remember, you need to lose your fortune. You know, Jinx is pretty strong, especially with an item. You don't want to lose too much HP, so you still want to kill units, but you also need to make sure that you lose. So that's why I put them all in the front, and I adjust accordingly to see if the lobby's too weak, we keep them in the front. If the lobby's too strong, then I can afford moving things in proper positions where I can still kill a unit or 2 or 3 and then still lose the match or the round. So this one's neat because I actually landed a Divine chosen Jax. I kept him in my bench for a while just because I didn't want to win. But now that we hit 9 losses, it's time to see if I can win a round. Let's see if we get lucky. I'm at 30 HP, which is totally okay. We'll see what we can do. We found a Warwick because we're level 7, so we are able to see that. And we'll see if we can win this. You can see I got perfect items pretty much with my QSS, my static shiv, my jewel gauntlet, all because of my first pick in carousel. So this one we don't end up winning, but that's okay. We'll make sure, you know, our reward is even bigger. And look at that, we get the first pickings because of our lose streak. All I was able to spend money on is on level, and also picking up any units along the way. So I found the Jax, I found the Warwick, I replaced with Sejuani. I want to make the best board I can to keep my odds as high as possible in terms of winning, because now we need to win. So that's another thing you need to focus on, is that when you're picking up units, you need to make sure you have enough to win the round. You notice that I started with a Jinx, but since I couldn't level 2 her, I just scrapped her, got the Katarina, put the Sejuani, strong CC, beefed up my Warwick so he can carry, because that's what he's meant to do. And you can see from here is where the game has started for you. We have someone in the lobby I think is 100 HP still. We beat one of the top 4s, I believe. And now we go in. So selling my fortune, just putting things real quick. You know, you only got a limited amount of time to adjust everything. You want to make sure you get that win streak, not lose any more HP, because you need time. There's some people who are very, very strong. I would always recommend making Sea Portal right now. They buffed it insanely huge amount. What it does is, in the beginning, for 2 seconds, it taunts everyone to attack it. Now when you put it on a tank or someone you want them to focus on, you save that pressure from, let's say, when a Zed goes in your backline, he's now going to be, with his rapid campfire, he's now going to shoot the Jax, which is super ideal because it gives you time for that Lux ult for, you know, all your other squishy units to not die, but focus that one person. And on top of that, when they die, there's another beefy front line. Why it's so good at Jax? Because you're going to start level him. The same as Locket. So, but I'm starting right now to think Sea Portal is even more important than Locket. It's just harder to make because you do need a bow to make it. But lucky for us, we went Fortune. And even then, we got a huge loot out, or cash out. We still get first pick on carousel. Like, that's how insane it is. So I opted for a sword because if we're able to hit a spatula, I can make a divine trait, which is super strong. We can put that on Set. We can put that on Yone. Put on Kayn. I really like Kayn, but I haven't been using them at all. Only because the synergy in with the Yone and Set is a lot better because the Brawler Adept trait. And then from here, you can see no one is able to contest. So you can see now we're top 3. We haven't lost a single round. We just keep scaling and scaling and scaling, and no one can catch up. I decided to go 9 just to not risk anything. They look kind of strong in my lobby. The guy just hit level 3 Teemo. I just didn't want any surprises. It was hard to... But what I stuck with Shen. Now usually he's meant for Mystics. You can put like Janna. But there was no like real threat in the AP department. Everyone was more 80 with the sharpshooters and warlords in my lobby, so it was kind of just there for the taunt. I didn't really have anyone else that was better, and he was already level 2, but you can completely wipe him out if you want. You can see it's a complete wipe. Things got scary later on, but from here on out, like, you're guaranteed top 4. I wasn't worried. I was just hoping to get first place for the video. But as you can see, because we got the first picks, our Aurelia was level 1 this whole time, but we had a level 2 Lee Sin, and we got first pickings on level 3 Jax and level 2 Yone, so it didn't really matter, but thank God we got the level 2 Relia just to secure that extra damage, extra silence as well. So position was weird, but it worked out. And this is all you need. Like literally, I could have AFK'd and it would be top 4. But if you want that sweet first place, that sweet max LP, you do need to check the positions, and that's all it really comes down to after that. Utilize your QSS. I was planning to do it this game with the Zephyr, but I forgot to change the Warwick and the Lee Sin. But it doesn't matter, my team is too strong and I have an extra unit. There was no chance. I did end up getting a Divine trait. I got the spatula here. So remember when I mentioned I got the sword for later? That's what it was for. Just to you can see I was verifying how many I needed. I kept a level 1 Wukong this whole time, just seeing if I could do it. And it's going to be done. Just checking if I can level 3 Warwick. I was so close. Or even level 2 the Wukong. But since it's literally going to be the last round, I just went ahead and so everything. You can see I just took out the Shen. It just wasn't important. Now I just slapped him on there. We got 8 Divine. You don't necessarily have to do this, but it's just, rather than having an Adept, I have an extra Divine. So just a lot better for all my units. Yep. And there you have it, guys. High risk, high reward. Hope this helps you in all your games, and good luck climbing.